Hey guys, my name is Brandon and welcome to or welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you like what you see in here, you're more than welcome to hit the subscribe button so you stay notified every time I upload a new video. Okay, let's get straight on with today's video.
Hey everyone and welcome back to Is That Brandon. So in today's video, firstly I haven't made a video in a while, so you know, it's just quite weird for me. I don't have a schedule, so I'm just going to post when I have video ideas, and I actually had a video idea, so I thought I would do it. Actually, it's a lie, I've got about 10 video ideas, but I just haven't had any time to film at the moment. I just thought, you know, in today's video, I would talk about TED Talks, and if I was to do a TED Talk, what I would do a TED Talk about. So it's either something that you can self-submit yourself for, so you can actually sign up to be a speaker at a TED Talk, or I think you potentially could get like approached, or you know, you could be reached out as a guest speaker and you basically are able to give a TED Talk about something that you're interested in, or a passion or a skill or a hobby or something like that, to a vast audience. I think it's obviously shown on YouTube and things like that as well. I think there are some content creators and YouTubers who have actually gone on to do TED Talks, some of them obviously being, you know, for entertainment purposes, but some of them actually genuinely being like sharing their stories. So let me have a look and see if there's any examples that I can see online. These people are quite smart and they are just ordinary people who just have an interest in something. So for example, some of the TED Talks you have here, you've even got one from Bill Gates. The next outbreak, we're not ready. Someone here, how to speak to people that actually want to listen. Inside the mind of a master procrastinator. So people that say they're going to do things and then just don't actually go on to do it. So I think that's the thing, a TED Talk can be kind of anything. Anyone can talk about anything basically, but they kind of have to know about it. So yeah, I mean, I think it's just a very interesting thing is what I kind of want to say, because I don't really know what like TED stands for. Something education, something talk. I believe it's something to do with that. Let me actually Google it, because I can't be making a video if I don't actually know what it means. Technology, entertainment and design talk. So a talk about something relating to something. But yeah, like I said, I think obviously now I'm 26 years old. When I first started making content, I think I was like 16, 17, 18. And, you know, I wouldn't say I'm in a position of authority or in a position of, you know, being able to be like a manager or something like that. But I've had enough experiences of life in different fields that I feel like I can actually talk about certain things. So for example, I've been playing tennis for the last, I'm not sure how many years. I've been doing like videography, camera work, photos, kind of more like the creative side of stuff. I haven't really explored painting yet. That's something that, I mean, when I was younger, I did attempt like drawing, sketching, you know, following a design in a book and kind of doing it line by line, and then kind of hopefully seeing the same design on your page as to what you're kind of sketching. But yeah, painting is something that I think I'd probably try and explore later on. But I just think being creative is just so much more fulfilling than, I guess, not being creative. But I think what I mean by that is, you know, you've obviously got things like tennis, you've got sports, you've got, you know, going to the gym and things like that, which is all great. Obviously sports are healthy, sports keep you fit, keep you in shape, things like that. But I guess for me, creative things usually sell a lot better, because okay, yeah, you can be a personal trainer and you can sell your services of being a personal trainer and, you know, your methods of losing weight or toning up and things like that. But as a creative, there is nobody in the world who does creative stuff like yourself. So if you're sitting here now thinking, hang on, I'm not creative, like there's nothing that I'm good at, I can't do anything, I get that. But at the same time, I feel like you have to force yourself to try things that you like. So I know I'm good at taking photos. I know I'm good at, you know, like handwriting. I love my handwriting for a guy. It's quite neat. But I think, yeah, in terms of being a creative and, you know, trying to explore that avenue, you just have to experiment, and there'll be things that you do that you're like, okay, this wasn't that great. And there'll be things that you do where you're like, actually, this could be a unique selling point for myself. So that's kind of how I started on YouTube, really. I've initially just wanted to like document my life. Again, it's a creative thing, making videos, wanted to edit, wanted to add text, music, voiceovers, things like that. So yeah, I think again, going back to that point of if I was to create a TED Talk, it would basically be my creative journey from when I started YouTube. Obviously all the pros, the cons, the, you know, how I dealt with like people not liking my content, or how I dealt with people actually appreciating and approving some of the content I was putting out. But yeah, I mean, I've posted hundreds of videos on all different channels, but I just think, yeah, it would be an amazing opportunity for somebody like me, not even if it's not now, just at some point in the future, just being able to like reflect on all of that as a young individual, and to be like, look, these are all the things that I've achieved so far, these are all the things that I'd like to go on and, you know, experiment and explore later on, but as of now I'm kind of happy where I am. And then again, you know, going back to that content, it's kind of, you know, exploring content that you like filming and that you don't like filming. So again, if you're new to this channel, I actually have 4 channels, so I'm kind of dipping in and out of the different content. So I'm not motivated, or I'm not unmotivated to create regular content all the time. It's just that sometimes things don't align. You know, sometimes I'm not getting back until like 8 o'clock at night. Yeah, creative stuff is the thing that I've always been doing. It's this thing that I've always had creative ways of working, whether it's like a professional job, whether it's for work experience, whether it's previous like voluntary places or charities that I've worked for or volunteered at. Whatever I have to do in terms of my tasks, I always find a creative way to do it, and that's kind of how I explain things. So if I was to go into a more like, you know, secretary type role, or a, you know, HR, people, PA type of job, obviously I would be professional, and obviously I would, you know, follow protocols and security and things like that, but I would find a creative way, or a, you know, unique way of doing that job, because that's just the type of person I am. Firstly, it will make the job a little bit more fun, because obviously if it's quite a repetitive task, I need to find a way that I enjoy what I'm doing, because work should be fun, work should be, you know, enlightening, and it should be, at the end of the day, you're helping someone, but they also should be helping you. I would never stop being creative, but my forms and my means of being creative may change. So what I mean by that is, I used to have a podcast. I still have that podcast. I've got 6 or 7 episodes, but I haven't updated that in forever. It doesn't mean that I'm, sorry, I think there's just someone laughing in the background. It doesn't mean that I'm not creative anymore. It just means in terms of that side of my creative world, that wasn't really the niche that I wanted to go down. So yeah, as of now, it's mainly, you know, posting some photos, some short content videos, and then obviously with longer videos, again, just kind of sitting down and talking to mainly myself, but also the audiences of people who actually watch my stuff. Because yeah, I think that's the thing, for people that know me and for people that have been friends with me for years, or people that, you know, have been connected with me on different projects and things like that, I'm genuine. I am, you know, as, I don't want to say normal, but, you know, I'm very down to earth. I'm very what you see is what you get kind of thing. But depending on the situation that I'm in, sometimes I might be a little bit more nervous, sometimes I might be a little bit more confident, sometimes I might be silly, sometimes I'll be very professional. So I think me as a person, I'm very confused, and I think I'm very confusing, because, you know, some people only see one side of me, whereas some people will see many sides of me. But yeah, I just think in all of the different areas that I go to, or the different types of people I see in the different areas of the industry, I just try and come across as genuine as possible, because, you know, I can't fake being me. And although, like I keep saying, although I genuinely cannot help every single person in the world with their creative, you know, goals, or, you know, what they want to achieve, and although nobody can help me if I don't even know what I want to create in the first place, just having that positive outlet, or that positive spark, 5 or 10 years down the line, someone might go, oh, I remember this Brandon guy, let me just see if I can reach out to him. Or I might go, oh, I remember that guy I used to work with doing photography, why don't I see if he's available for whatever. So yeah, I think it's kind of, if I was to do a kind of speech, it'd be more about, yeah, how to motivate people to find a creative form that they enjoy. If they don't find one, just to experiment with things that they maybe think are not for them, to try and kind of go down that route of exploring. And yeah, for those people that are creative, just kind of sitting down and going, look, what are all the things that I've done? What are all the things that I've achieved? What are all the things that I've experimented with, or, you know, tried? And what are the 2, 3 or 4 that I just want to focus on? Because I think that was a main thing for me that I struggled with, and still struggle with now. the fact that I was trying to do so many things at the same time. I was, you know, trying to do podcasts, videos, short videos, things like TikTok, and singing videos and the rest of it, and I outblew myself by just trying to do too much. So I kind of take a complete step back, and you know, I'm not really doing reviews anymore. I'm not really making vlogs because I'm not really going anywhere that's vloggable anyway. But I think that the thing is, like, the channels are there and I will update them as they need to be updated. So yeah, I think for this channel it's going to be about being a little bit more genuine, a little bit more, well, I'm not saying that I wasn't genuine before, but like a bit more kind of like sitting down, personal, that type of video. And obviously I'll still have like funny clips and, you know, funny content going out, but I think for me now, this is kind of like a Dear Diary in video format, of being like, yeah, this is kind of where I am as of now. So I'm in a space, I'm obviously away from, you know, a big city. So yeah, I think just having moved away has allowed me to kind of like slow down, or think about slowing down. But again, my mind is working at like 100 miles an hour. Yeah, I think it's just, I just need to kind of like train myself to like slow down. And I think, again, that would be something that I would highlight in a speech, just to say, look, I've always been creative, I always will be a creative, but sometimes just taking a step back and, you know, not forcing content is what I want to try and do. So yeah, I mean, some of the videos I've got here, video ideas I've got here, I'm not going to really talk about them now because I'll either do them or they will just get thrown away. But I think it's just about being genuine and about being real. And obviously I'm not going to share too much of my personal life online, like where I'm living, or, you know, who I'm living with and who my best mates are and things like that, which is why I don't really share any of that content online. But yeah, I think just, you know, being a bit more, where do I want to go in the future type content is like kind of my focus of going forward. And I think that's the thing as well. I do like speaking, and I do enjoy talking to people, and I do enjoy creating content, and I do enjoy motivating people. But again, I'm not really at that stage where I have enough life experience to be able to do that off my own back. So I kind of need to make videos like this to just prove to people out there, and to show people out there that, you know, I've got some brain cells. I have had some great experiences in the past, and I've also had some really awful experiences, not just personal life, but with like creative projects, or, you know, being embarrassed at certain events, or, you know, having someone talk to me in a way where I'm just like, well, hang on, that's not how you are online. So you're literally showing two different sides of yourself. And I'm at that point now where I honestly don't care what people think about me, and I have basically been thinking that for the last few years anyway. Like, I don't really care, you know, whether people say I should be making content or I shouldn't be making content, or, you know, whether I should be doing more, whether I, you know, should just stop completely. I want to be a little bit more serious with like my branding going forward, because obviously, yeah, it's good to have fun content and funny content and vlogs and stuff, but like I said, that's for a different channel. And yeah, I just, you know, I'm like I keep saying, I'm 26, age is just a number, but I have felt like I have grown up very, very quickly. And, you know, to get to where I am, I would say I'm very lucky, but I have obviously had quite a lot of good support, both family, friends, you know, mutual connections, people I've met online. Again, they haven't really done anything in terms of, you know, financial stuff, but just being there to talk to, I guess, is kind of the, how I would explain that, like friends that, you know, they've got their own lives to worry about, they've got their own families to deal with, and they've got their own, you know, issues going on, but they've just been there to just go, come on, Brandon, you can do it, or yeah, just push that a little bit further, or have a look at this, or have a look at that, or, you know, try and apply for this like voluntary experience or whatever, or try selling stuff here, or try buying and selling stuff here. So yeah, I think it's just, that's more important to me than content, that the actual people that, you know, I have by my side. Like I said, most of these people don't have social media, they're not online, they are just very to themselves. And I don't want to say I wish that's how I was, because then I wouldn't be able to make content anywhere, but at the same time, I wish I was a little bit less addicted to social media than I am, basically. So yeah, I don't want to bring this video to a downer, because this video is not supposed to be like a disappointing or sad video or anything at all. It's just more of like a reflection of, I'm very thankful and very happy with where I've got as of now, but I just want to keep going, and I just want to keep reaching higher and higher and higher. And I don't know if there's like Q&As and things at the end, but again, I quite like that, you know, that sense of not knowing what's going to come next. So obviously I'll do my little talk, and if the people do have questions, I like the unknown. I like not having prepared for a question. Someone asks me something and I go, actually, yeah, I haven't really thought about that, but you know, let me try and think on the spot now. Because I've had all sorts of questions over the years, like why did you start content, and you know, what got you into it at such a young age, and who were your kind of motivations, and where do you see yourself in 10 years? That's one that I always get asked. I don't know, because I don't even know where I'm going to be tomorrow. So that question is kind of a, I've never understood that question, where do you see yourself in 10 years, because I can't see into the future. I'm not, you know, that car that can travel time, that time travel or whatever. But I just think, where do I see myself in the future? I see myself having a future, but again, that then depends on who I'm meeting over the next days and years, what events I go to, who I network with, what new job opportunities come about, or voluntary experiences. Or, you know, I used to always say to my nan and some of my friends, there'll be one day where I would just be walking somewhere, there'll be man or woman, someone holding a suitcase, it will open up and it will say, Brandon, you know, follow me for like an amazing opportunity. I would follow them, get an amazing job, an amazing car, an amazing partner, a house, whatever, and that will turn out to be someone that I've been very close with over the last couple of years, or someone who's disappeared from my life, who's just suddenly come back. So I think that's that thing of good karma. Like, I have met probably thousands of people in the world. Most of them I don't talk to. Some of them are ex-colleagues from different companies. Some of them are, you know, friends across the world, or people that are now married with kids and all sorts. But I do believe in that whole good karma thing. Like, I believe in bad karma, that if someone's bad to you, they're going to get it. And again, I've actually experienced that, where I've had someone be nasty to me and then they end up in a bad situation. That's their problem. But then I've also had it the other way, where, you know, I've done good things for people and then they've done good things for me, or someone different's done something good for me. Or, yeah, someone's done something good for me and I've gone, actually, that person does respect me, like, quite a lot, that they haven't done anything to, like, you know, offend me or hurt me, but they've actually, you know, bought me something expensive, or taken me on a trip somewhere, or driven me to go and see someone to have a date or something. So, you know, people like that are in the world, and that's more important than money, than, you know, stuff. Like, I've got stuff everywhere. That's not important. It's people and experiences. So I think that's kind of where I want to go with my content. I still want to make video content. I still want to do photography, videography, editing, little videos for Instagram and stuff like that. But yeah, I just think, yeah, just working with the right people, networking, and that's the thing. I don't know where I'm going to go, and I don't know where my content's going to take me, but I'm going to kind of just do it at my own pace and continue just, you know, slowly thinking of ideas. So that's kind of it, really. This video is a little bit of a mess, but it basically is like a short breakdown of kind of what's going on in my mind as of now. Like I said, I've done some great things in the past, and I've got some great projects in the future that, you know, some of them I'm actually working towards now. But yeah, I can't physically do everything that I want to do now at the age of 26. I can plan things for the future, but I think eventually I want to have a house, potentially two, or a house and a flat or whatever. You know, have like a creative studio, like a little room, so I can do gaming, so I can play like Fortnite and things like that in a separate room. But yeah, as of now, I'm just getting by, and that's absolutely fine. Like I said, being originally from London, my mind is like 100% quick. That's just how everyone is in London. But obviously now being, yeah, like I said, somewhere different, I can now be that little bit more relaxed, force my brain to be a bit more relaxed, and just enjoy the experiences and actually enjoy life, rather than go, oh my god, I need to make content all the time. So yeah, I do hope you enjoyed this video. It was a little bit of a long one, and I do have some other video ideas coming soon, hopefully. But if you did enjoy, don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe. Let me know down below, what things do you kind of want to know about me? Obviously, those of you that have stuck with me over the last years, you've seen me develop, you've seen my content, you've, you know, seen what I've posted online. But for those of you who are new, or for, you know, any business people, or I don't know, managers or music people, like I do so many different things, or sports people, for example. Like, what sort of things do you want to know about me? How I think, or how I do things, or, you know, do you need motivation to achieve goals and things like that? Because as of now, I don't really have a bucket list. I don't have a list of things I want to achieve. I just want to enjoy living. So yeah, let me know down below your thoughts, your comments, your opinions, things like that, and I'll try and get back to as many of you as possible. But I do hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to like, comment, chat, and subscribe. And until my next very serious video, enjoy the rest of your day, morning and afternoon or evening, and yeah, see you soon. Have a good one. Bye bye.